Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Midnighter and Apollo issue 1. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. I do want to say that this week is New York Comic Con week, so I'll be there all weekend, /week, Thursday and Friday I'll be there too. So it's a really busy week and I'll have a lot of content, so I will not be able to do Comic Uno episode this week, and the only reviews you'll see this week are the ones I post today, which is a good amount. So you'll have a good amount of reviews of, the bigger comics that come out this week. But I'm sorry I wouldn't be able to review the other comics. But if you have any, questions about the comics I did read that I didn't review, tweet me or Facebook me. But let's start talking about Midnighter and Apollo issue 1. So this is a new miniseries from DC Comics, which I'm glad that DC is doing a couple of miniseries. I didn't pick up Hawkman this week, but I did pick up Deadman, which is a character I really have never read. So it's cool that we're getting to see miniseries from characters that maybe they probably can't hold their own ongoing for too long. We kind of saw that with Midnighter, that was canceled. But a mini-series every once in a while is pretty cool. So in Deadman might be the same thing. Maybe not a character for ongoing, but a really cool character for a mini-series. But let's start talking about Midnighter and Apollo. So with this issue, it focuses obviously on Midnighter and Apollo and their relationship, and they're going strong. They're not broken up. They're not mad at each other. They're going well, but they still have some things that they don't agree on. So Midnighter kills. That's what he was made for, and then Apollo, has killed in the past, but doesn't really want to do that. And then by the end of the issue, we see their, relationship tested when Apollo is kidnapped and Midnighter has to, or not kidnapped, but trapped. And Midnighter is going to have to figure out a way to save him. What do I think of the issue overall? I will say I wanted this issue to be more new reader friendly. I picked it up because I think it's great that we're having a book about this couple, having more diversity in DC. And I wanted to learn more about the couple because, again, I don't really know much about these characters. I've never read their ongoing or anything before that. So I wanted to learn more about them, but this issue kind of wasn't for that. I think it's more for the fans that read Midnighter Volume 1 from the New 52, which is the same writer too. So yeah, I wanted more from the issue, just character-wise. I wanted to learn more about them, which I think would have been possible to make the Midnighter fans who read that book happy, but also allowing people who have never read Midnighter and Apollo, which, they're not A-list characters. There's a lot of people that might just be picking this up for the first time, not to feel lost and feel like, oh wait, I gotta pick up Midnighter Volume 1 to understand this. But I will say the strongest aspect of this book is definitely Apollo and Midnighter's relationship, but it's honestly not the main part of the book. You only see them together for a couple of pages, and then the rest of it, I will say they only discuss their relationship for a couple of pages. They are together, but it's more of an action scene where they're working together. But them talking about the relationship and really having an emotional conversation is only for a couple of pages, but I feel like that's the best part of the book, is when they're talking about each other and getting into those emotional roots. But then the other stuff, the actual plot that surrounds it, I wasn't as interested in. Maybe because I didn't read Midnighter Volume 1, it's more connected to that, or I just wasn't interested in the villain and the people who captured Apollo. So for me, I don't know if I'm going to get the next issue, because again, I feel a little lost as a new reader, but I think for people who liked Midnighter Volume 1, will probably enjoy this. So overall, for a new reader, I gave this 2.5 stars. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Also, I do want to mention about the artwork, sorry. Artwork was pretty solid. I did like the inking. I really enjoyed how bold the inking was. I really liked the dark color palette for that, but I will say the facial expressions were a little simplistic, especially during those emotional scenes. I think they could have done a little bit more with the artwork, so that's something I want to mention. But there were some cool paneling moments. If you've ever read Outcast from Image, it had kind of, those small moments where it concentrated on a piece of or a cup of wine, so they focus on those type of stuff. So I like the way they paneled. I would say the first half of the book was really well done. But anyways, just wanted to tell you guys that. Remember, I say pick up this issue if you're a Midnighter fan, or at least a fan of the first volume, because I think it continues more from that, but it's not as new reader friendly. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.